All right. I'm back. So yeah, I've been thinking about that for a little while. All those negative feelings that may occur in your career, all those negative feelings, it would set all those if you have any. I don't know if you have any. You may be blessed and not have any, but if you do, if you experience any of those negative feelings when you're creating artwork, or because you're not creating artwork, whatever it is, any sort of negative feeling is sí, voy a pintar ahorita en un ratito. Any of those feelings come out of not accepting the moment, fighting the moment. I wish it was different. I wish I had a bigger studio, all that stuff. I wish I had more materials. I wish I had different materials. I wish I had bigger canvases. I wish. It comes from all the wishes, all the wishing. I think that's why the Buddha said that the origin of pain was want. To want, right? It's the same thing, to wish, to want. The origin of pain comes from wanting. Psychological pain, of course, is what he referred to. And so I'm saying the same thing, just from my own take. It comes from that. It comes from not having lack. Only if you have lack, you want. A lot of artists experience this in different ways. Like, I wish I had a bigger studio again, right? I wish I had bigger canvases. I wish I had more oil paint or time. I wish I had more time. I wish I could get paid for my artwork. I'm not getting paid for my artwork. I wish I could get paid more for my artwork. All that wishing, my friends. All that I wish that it would be more, I could get more, and on and on and on. All that wishing is the problem. That's the problem right there. It's all that wishing. I wish it looked different. I wish the paintings looked better. I wish I had more skill. All that bullshit wishing is the... I'll tell you something. If you're not getting paid for your work right now, and you know you should, and you know that you have the talent for it or the skill and whatever, if you're not getting, and you're trying to get paid and you're not getting paid for your work, there's something stopping you. And I'd be willing to bet that the thing that is stopping you is that you don't like the position you're in. And until you learn to like the position that you're in and to enjoy it and to make the best of it, you'll get out of that loop. You're not going to get out of it. I see a lot of artists also getting paid and say that they don't get paid enough, that they wish they could get paid more. And it's got nothing to do with your skill level or whatever it is, whatever all the other stuff is. It's got to do with the fact that you're rejecting the moment that you're in. You're rejecting the position that you either carve yourself into or you were pushed in there, or whatever it was. It doesn't matter what it is. Many of us were pushed into COVID-19. I don't think any of us carved our way into COVID-19, and then we're pushed into it. A collective push, right? Many of us were pushed into a curfew. I don't think anybody was like, yeah, man, I wish there was a curfew. And so, as a consequence, you probably have to, if you have a studio like me, you probably have to go home earlier than normally. So that cuts my hours of work. And on, all kinds of stuff, you know. If your kids aren't going to school right now, you probably have to, you have to take care of them, right? You're not going to send them to school for 6-7 hours. They're going to be with you all this time, which means that it becomes more challenging also, because if you're at work or if you're at home in your studio, you're going to have to find ways to keep them engaged, entertained, and make sure that they're doing their homework. You're the one who's doing that on top of working. And so things get challenging. And if I think life itself is challenging. I think that the only way to describe life as is challenge. Life is a challenge. It never feels safe enough for a long period of time. It never feels what's the other word? Comfortable enough for a long period of time. You're comfortable too long, something starts happening. If you're not gaining weight, or you're gaining skills, whatever it is, anything that is too comfortable for a long time, it starts being not comfortable anymore. I think life in itself is that way. It's meant to make you uncomfortable. It's meant to push you to get you out of your comfort zone so that you can bloom. That's the whole point of it. It takes you to another dimension every time. Right? It takes you to another place. Can't be a child forever. Makes you an adult. Can't be an adult forever. It starts aging you, and it makes you uncomfortable all the time. It's constant change. And so if you're not enjoying the change, if you're not okay with the change, if you're fighting the change, I think it punishes you. That's what I think life does. If you don't find the joy in the change, if you don't find yes, it can be challenging and uncomfortable, but if you don't find a way to work with it and even find joy in the change, it tends to punish you, and it punishes you severely. And I've been looking at that as an artist. I've been paying attention to that. When I hear artists tell me that they're not liking the style of the work that they do, or they don't like the fact that they're not getting exhibits, or they're not getting whatever, there's a lot of artists that were getting exhibition space all the time. And right now, who's getting exhibition space? No one. No one's getting exhibition space right now. And so if that was the only thing you were doing, that pushed you into massive amounts of being uncomfortable. Even worse, if that's the only place where you were earning income as an artist, exhibiting, it pushed you into probably huge amounts of psychological pain. It makes you uncomfortable. Causes stress and all kinds of shit. Even if you tell yourself, oh my God, yeah, I'm gonna go online and I'm gonna find other ways and other situations. If that feeling comes with unease, stress, lack. What's up, Stebonix? If that feeling comes with all those things, it's karmic. It fucks you up even more. And what I found out, I call this little thing the Holy Grail. That's what I call it. What I found out is that if you go after things as if when they smack you, when challenges smack you, if you walk into them as if you've chosen them, almost like you've chosen them, they didn't happen to you find liberation right away. Actually, the thing starts carrying you. What you perceive as a problem first, it's the actual solution. What you thought was a problem, man, I have less time, I don't have enough time to create artwork, or I have to go online, or whatever. And then you look at that situation and you behave in a manner where almost like you chose it, and you start working with it, with that limitation, with those limitations. It's not easy to do. It's something you train yourself. You start acting like, yeah, nothing happens to you. Shit just happens, exactly. And you start going into it like you chose it. Almost like you chose it, like, oh, okay, there's less hours to work right now. Okay, cool. And act as if you've chosen that and work with it. That in itself is the door. It opens the solution. But if you reject it and you say, oh my God, I used to be able to do more and now I'm doing less, or I used to be able to sell more artwork because I have exhibits and now I'm not, and you're upset, and with good reason. I'm not saying you shouldn't, I'm not saying, there's times to be upset, but then move on, right? With good reason you're upset. Things were happening for you and all of a sudden, oh my God, they're not happening in my favor. It's okay, it's just a shift. It's a shift. It's moving you to a space where if you embrace the space, it'll reward you more. That's what I've been learning. And I've been embracing the space where I am. And it's stupid. It's almost like magic. Simply because I embraced it. Simply because I said, oh, okay, I have less time. Okay, well, I'm going to choose like I had less time. Like I had more time to go to sleep. Like I had more time to rest. Like, okay, I'm going to act like I chose this. And I can't even begin to explain. It's like magic. Like things just start working in my favor. It's just because I said yes to what was happening. It doesn't mean that I say yes to like, okay, well, this is forever. Okay, oh well. No, not complacent. No, it's not complacency. It's just accepting that it's in front of me. Like, oh shit, this storm is in front of me, and there's no way. I could go there. I could, but the storm is already here. So I'm gonna act like I wanted to shower under a storm. This is already here. I'm gonna act like I wanted to play outside in the rain, because there's nowhere I can lean right now. And even if there was, there's no point in complaining about it. So. Yeah, choose the perspective, exactly. Just choose the perspective. But it has magic. I used to be against this idea some years ago. I used to be against it because I was like, no man, but there's always a way, you can fix it and blah blah blah. Yeah. But the thing is that it has magic. If you choose a perspective, you find the door, and it doesn't take you to the same position you were. It takes you to a higher ground. That's the magic. It doesn't take you back to the same place. It takes you to higher ground. You start getting paid more. You start finding more opportunity. Because your head is clear. You're not in panic mode. Your head is clear. You embrace the problem. You embrace the challenge, and then boom, baby, it jumps you to another place. So, okay, my friends, I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna take care of some stuff here. Just wanted to drop this little message here. Okay, take care. Esteban, take care, man. Talk to you soon. Bye bye.